I'm Anna Novella. Normally I talk about translated fiction and fiction in general, but today it's going to be a little bit different. When was it? Yesterday that I saw Zina's post, Zina from Beating Around the Books, and where she said that she has been diagnosed with ADHD since last December. I was diagnosed last Thursday. And it has been quite rough, if I have to be honest. Why? Because my life has been a struggle for a very long time. I had to file for bankruptcy once, and I lost everything I had. I had a really flourishing career, but that's all gone, and it's all due to ADHD and coping mechanisms, and feeling like an idiot, although I know I'm not an idiot. So how did I discover that I had ADHD? Well, I recently lost my job for economical reasons, but also because I made stupid little mistakes. And as a copywriter, you can't do that. More and more, there's less money and so less budget, so you have to be absolutely perfect. And I can't. I am super creative, and if you push me only in one role of my job, then it gets very difficult to be perfect. So yeah, I was applying for a job, and I had to fill in a lot of forms, and I was thinking, these questions are really odd and quite personal, but hey, filled in the form. And then the day after, I went to see those people, and one of the questions was, what are you doing for your ADHD? I said, huh? ADHD? Me? That's impossible, because I had, like everybody, the same reaction. I'm not very hyperactive. I always was told that I was lazy and distracted, but not hyper. I didn't jump on my chair when I was in school. I was very, very quiet. But still, I thought, well, let's read about it, and that's what we do. We booktubers, we read a lot, and then I started reading books around ADHD for adults, and it was like a world opening to me. And then I made an appointment at a center for ADHD to make an assessment to see if I really had ADHD, and yep, I do have it. It was very confronting. It was very confronting to do the tests, and because I had to look up my old school report, and in this early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, teachers weren't familiar with students that were a bit sloppy or messy, and that didn't fill in, or that didn't do their homework correctly, or not at all. I always had difficulty with administration and paperwork. And when I saw the reactions, the notes they put on on the report cards. They were horrible, absolutely horrible. Anne is lazy. I don't see any future for Anne. She's so much smarter, but she underachieves. She can't listen. It was horrible. Yeah. So there you go. ADHD. Now I'm focusing on changing my food, my diet, taking supplements because I'm not too keen on taking medication for it. I will try to avoid that. My doctor, my general practitioner, isn't a fan either, so we are starting to develop a sort of a food plan and taking some supplements like, that I was taking a lot longer, vitamin D and omega-3 and stuff like that, but I have to amp that a lot. Yeah. There we go. Now I know. But still, it's I'm on one side I'm glad that I know it because I can still make some changes, but there's so much time lost. And you know, in Belgium they are very ageist when it comes to hiring people. You know, after 45 it's really difficult to find a job, and I'm 52, so that makes it even more difficult. But let's hope that I can find something that really keeps me occupied and keeps me interested and keeps me because that's a bit sad when it comes to copywriting. So I started copywriting in the mid-90s, and that was still the old-fashioned way. So I did advertising, mostly TV commercials, radio commercials, ads, billboards, stuff like that for huge brands like Volkswagen and Porsche and a lot. Kellogg's cornflakes and really big brands, and I loved it. I really thrived in it. But with internet and the changing of the platforms where you can reach the consumers, copywriting became a whole lot less creative and more scientific. So I'm a very how you call it, a very instinctive creative. So I just know, but there's no scientific base to how I work, and but it works. It really works well. And when it comes to now, it's all scientific. It's with SEO, and everything is so scientific, and I find that so sad. And now they normally, 10 years ago, a copywriter worked more intensely together with an art director. I think coming up with new concepts of stuff, and that was something I really thrived in. And now it's up to the art director to come up with the concepts, and then the copywriter is asked later to correct things with words, you know. And that's why I only work at 20% of my capabilities, and I find that really frustrating. So I hope that I find a job where at least I can be more a conceptual thinker, because that's what I'm really good at. I can really come up with really crazy things that work and that sometimes even get into the news and it is spoken about. And I remember I was feeling really ill, and I went to my GP, and I was sitting in the waiting room, and there were two people talking about an ad that I made, and they were saying, well, I never look at commercials and stuff, but this one is so funny and so well done. And I was healed instantly. Oh, that was such a, or sometimes, and that they take expressions that you came up with, and you can hear them when you're waiting at the checkout. You can hear people using that phrase. You know, it's so funny and so rewarding. But that doesn't happen anymore, because everything is so scientific and so, yeah. Anyway, has nothing to do with ADHD, or maybe it is. Maybe it is a sign of yeah. I've read a lot of books around ADHD since Thursday, 6 or so. And the problem is they are always focused on people who have a lot of people around them. And I don't have a lot of people around me. I don't have a family. I have friends, but they are very busy people. They are very often very successful people, so I can't ask for much help. And all those books are about ask a friend, ask this, ask that. But it doesn't work like that and for everybody, and I have to find my own way, and I will, more or less. But still, it's a bit depressing for now. So yeah, nutrition, no more cheese. I love cheese. Maybe less book buying. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you posted. Bye bye.